Hi, everybody. Well, I'm back for a whole week.
Hey, welcome
Yay!
back.
See you later. Okay, no, we did watch some stuff this week, and we watched Star Trek. Now, Picard, Star Trek Discoveries, they haven't exactly been good. In fact, they've been crap. Strange New Worlds just come out. Is it any good?
Okay, coffee everywhere. That was my next coffee. Damn it. Before we start, you just got back from a cruise.
I did.
And I guess some cruisers.
I got some stuff too.
Some cruisers were very generous and they sent us back some stuff. What I got here is some coffee sent by a viewer. I'm not going to mention any names, but clearly they know the meaning of life. That one is for you. It's from, I want to say it's Costa Rica or Mexico or something.
Here, Mark, let me help you.
Yeah.
Can you read it better
so
now?
much better.
There you go. There, you can read it now.
Someone else sent some pralines.
Yep.
So
That's awesome.
thank you very much.
Yes, I go on these cruises and I give away stuff on the
thank you.
cruises, but I come back with more stuff than I brought sometimes.
Yeah, that's great.
Oh, it's such a burden.
I know, right? It's a pretty rough life. It is. All right, let's talk about Star Trek. Is it Brave New World or New Worlds?
Strange
New Worlds, right?
Now you said Picard and Discovery, was it?
Yeah.
Were crap.
Yes, they were.
Okay. I know Picard had a lot of criticism.
Huge.
I thought it was passable.
Oh, I didn't even think close.
I didn't even watch Discovery
They made
Yeah, but you didn't even bother watching season 2, did you?
of Picard.
Yeah.
No, because it was just passable.
It got worse.
listen. They took Picard, who was the leader of the ship, and he was a strong leader, and they made him into almost a cuck. Like he's a nothing character. He's a
Okay,
throwaway.
But whatever. If this is the way they want to go in the story, I'll follow them on their story, and as long as there is a story and it's passable, then fine. I'm not saying it was good. I'm saying it was okay. I didn't watch Discovery because I heard it was just like this big SJW woke fest. And I said, I'm not in for that. I want to watch Star Trek, not agenda, right?
Mm-hmm.
See, I started watching Discoveries because I liked the actress in it who was starring in it. She was just in Everything Everywhere All at Once. I like her acting, and Michelle Yeoh, but no, the whole writing, the whole show was garbage.
yeah, it was terrible.
Now, this one is a story of Captain Pike. And if you remember, this was the original pilot episode of the original Star Trek with Captain Kirk
Now,
that never got aired.
if anything good did come out of Star Trek Discovery, it was finding this Captain Pike, because this is where he is spinning off from. He spun off from Discovery because he was on there as Captain Pike.
Oh, so Discovery was a pre-show.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Captain Pike, we all know how he ends up. In fact, they tell you how he ends up because there's something that you can see the future. And you can find out how you're going to die.
That happened in Discovery.
Yeah. Well, it happens at the beginning of this. Even if you haven't seen Discoveries, it happens
They
in this
show you,
one,
yeah.
right? But we know if you've ever watched the original Star Trek, Spock was on the ship with him, and there's a brand new Spock. So this is what, our 4th generation of Spocks?
What'd you think
now?
of this Spock?
I thought the acting was fine. The look was fine. I thought the way that they were
Did you?
sitting.
Even his like sideburny things that were like
Yeah, whatever.
curved. That was
Whatever.
so weird.
But when he's sitting at the table with his fiance, and they're talking like robots, and they're saying like blah blah blah, query.
Response.
Yeah, like you actually say query before you ask a question and response before you answer.
Because that isn't logical to do that.
I have no right to assume.
Query. Spock. Will you marry me?
It wouldn't be logical.
Except it's getting straight to the point.
Well, asking the question would be straight to the point.
Except they were using query
Preferencing
to
it isn't.
interrupt the other person.
Yeah, it was weird anyway. I thought they were more like robots than Vulcans.
Yeah.
But Hey,
But that's only that one segment when they were together.
I've been trying to figure out what his accent is. He has an accent. Is it a French accent?
Vulcan.
No, there's an accent when he talks.
I'm gonna have to go.
And
back
he's
look.
trying, and he's
You're Vulcanist.
doing he's doing a fairly good job covering it up, but he has an accent.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, and I just can't put my finger on it.
So first episode, I was getting a Deep Space Nine vibe. Well,
you know
for
what
both.
though?
For
It
both.
was kind of nice to see a return to form.
Yeah. I was getting a very, hey, this is Star Trek.
Yeah,
They're
this-
going on a mission. They're not,
It's Star Trek again.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, okay, that's fine.
Not fine. That's a good thing.
Yes, yeah. But for me, Next Generation was it, right? Next Generation
Yes,
was
for you.
Star Trek. It was, for me, one of the best TV shows ever. And then Deep Space Nine came, and I said, this is okay.
It was so-so.
It's, people doing lighter stories.
Well,
This felt like that.
also they were stuck on a ship, a space station. They weren't going anywhere until now we have a little ship.
So the
and we're going
stories had to
around.
come to them,
Yeah.
as opposed to them going to the stories.
Yeah.
And
well,
they tried to make it family oriented because the captain, the guy had a kid in the beginning.
like, I don't care why it was like that. It's
It
just
just-
lighter storytelling. This felt lighter storytelling than the Next Generation.
Right.
However,
Then Voyager came in.
when you saw that, if you look at the first season of Star Trek Next Generation, it wasn't all that great.
No,
Farpoint was kind of a horrible.
no, these two
Beginning.
episodes were better than the first season of Star Trek Next Generation.
Yeah, so this could grow.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as the acting is concerned so far, I don't hate anybody yet. I've actually hated people in the other shows, the other Star Trek shows. I said, I hate that
I mean,
character.
yes,
I hate that character.
there are elements of wokeness, a lot, and I'm hoping that they just sort of dissipate over time. That they concentrate more on the storytelling and more on the show than the politics of the show, of the crew.
I was surprised at please don't take this the wrong way. I was surprised at the percentage of female characters. Like the entire bridge crew. In the first episode, there was the leader of the nation that was at war. There were a lot of women, and I said, okay, well, gone are the days where you're going to have everybody is male and then the one female in the skin tight suit.
Right.
Okay, that's not going to happen anymore. But I was struck by how many women were taking up the bridge and the other character
Yeah,
places.
well, it just seems like every role, other than the captain and Spock, every role is a female character.
Now,
The Doctor,
is that bad?
all of the bridge crew.
I don't know. They,
I think
they
it's-
might be awesome.
But I think it's going to make for less. It's going to make for less storytelling ability. Like you need the yin and yang of male and female.
Except Star Trek didn't have it. The other episodes didn't have yin and yang. They had all male and one female character. You had the Doctor and you had Troy. Or in the first one, you had Uhura.
And you had Tasha Yar, and you had
Nope,
they
they
did
killed
have
Tasha
them.
Yar.
Well, yeah, she eventually died off, but she was there for quite a few seasons before they did that.
One thing, well, there are male characters in here. There's the transporter guy. There's one of the doctors. There's the captain.
And Spock.
And Spock.
The Doctor's female.
No.
There's another doctor in there.
Yeah, there's a male Doctor.
But everybody else is female. Now, I imagine there's going to be a same-sex relationship in here. I can see it already.
Yeah, well, yeah.
It's a given.
So I'm hoping they don't double down on doing social agenda stuff and just make them really good characters.
Yeah.
Because I can forgive
I'd
everything.
be okay with that. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, so far, they haven't thrown it in our face. They haven't thrown wokeness in our face.
Oh, yeah.
It would, and when we say, everybody's feet. Remember, this is a ship that could be built for war as well as science. And number one is a female officer. The security is a female officer. The three people steering the ship is female officer. The person on the helm everybody's a female officer on that bridge, except for Spock and the captain. So if you want to be really diverse, why are the males the people in charge? Even though everyone's female. So, but
Well, just for lore, I guess.
You can't get around
you
that.
can't get around because it was Pike and Spock, right, from the series. So I'm hoping they don't go woke because I'll stop watching.
Like, I haven't seen any of the other reviews for this show,
No,
but
me
I
either.
know they've all been negative.
Have they?
But I'm wondering why. And is this...
I'm looking forward to a third episode.
It's the highest rated Star Trek series since Next Generation.
Really? Because
Yeah.
I've only seen thumbnails of saying that it's trash.
No.
Really?
I haven't seen any saying it's trash yet. Angry Joe likes it. I've seen.
Angry Joe.
Yeah, but he's a Star Trek fanatic, and so he hated the other ones like I have. But
What did you think of the second episode and the solution to their problem?
That seemed very original Star Trek to me.
Yeah.
very original.
Yeah.
Good thing she could sing. Otherwise, they'd all be dead.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
she had a remarkable voice for...
Yeah. Well, she's a communication officer, so she should be able to sing
Linguistics.
pretty good.
Yeah.
But it's typical. They got out of it the right way.
I kind of
Even
liked...
the aliens acted like original Star Trek.
I kind of liked the whole captain's dinner scene where it starts off with one of the crew members sort of hazing her, telling her to show up in her formal wear when everybody else was just dressed down. That was good. And then when he was saying, where do you see yourself in 10 years? And she gave an answer that you wouldn't expect from a new Starfleet officer. So I kind of liked that direction that they were going in.
I thought something weird in the first episode is they haven't spoken anything about the Universal Translator yet.
No.
We don't hear
Well-
about that until episode 2. Okay? And so anybody new to Star Trek watching this is saying they just went to a planet that doesn't have contact with the universe, and they're not being understood in English, they're speaking English, it seems.
Mhm.
So how's that happening?
But yeah, well, I mean, for story purposes, I guess.
Also, maybe they spoke English.
That's a
They're-
huge coincidence.
They're humanoid, after all.
Yeah.
So-
Well, I mean, a lot of people are humanoid on Earth and don't speak English.
I guess. Most people say I don't speak English half the time. That's fantastic.
I'm one of those people.
Yeah, you speak partial English.
Parcel. I speak parcel tongue. Okay, but so 2 episodes down, far better than the other 2 series in my opinion so
Oh,
far.
yes. Yeah. Strike the other 2 series right off the face of
Now the only thing that the only real negative I have right now is some of the CGI graphics are almost as bad as the original Star Trek episodes.
I thought the intro actually.
Yeah, the intro's colored
was-
like a coloring book.
Yeah, but I can forgive that. Like, I can forgive where they're going with that until they get into their groove.
I was hoping that I would see everything on the ship being a little more primitive because this is Captain Pike era. But do you think they, just because of in 2022, we expect sci-fi to look all digitally and lighty and stuff,
See,
that they have to do this?
See, they did have Enterprise
Yeah.
series, which was the original ship that had, had just getting its stuff, getting its new phasers, getting its new warp drive, and all this. So that and it didn't really go anywhere. The ship itself, like as far as the series is concerned. So maybe they said, well, we got to make it more colorful for this audience
I was
to
hoping
pay
to see.
attention.
I was hoping to see like, oh, this is how they did it back in the day.
Some knobs and switches, yeah. One thing I was like, oh, okay, is before he got onto the ship and before he took the mission, there's a phone ringing, and she's like, oh, your phone's ringing. Instead of calling it a communicator or something like that. This is the first time they've referenced a phone.
On Earth, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. Well, would you recommend people watch this?
If you're a sci-fi or Star Trek fan, yeah, you got it. This is a must.
I'm a take it or leave it.
Star Trek fan, if you've been turned off by the other series, give this one a shot. It does feel more reminiscent of the Next Generation and the original series than the other ones have so far. But I think as far as Picard and Discoveries, so far this one is far superior for my enjoyment anyway, personally.
Yeah. I'd agree.
So give it a shot. We'll watch another couple episodes and then we'll get back to you and see how the series is going so far. Captain Pike, make it so.
No, he says hit it.
Okay, coffee everywhere. That was my next coffee. Damn it.